No.
There's a lot of torque down low on this car.
38.
Oh man, Maverick left. Man.
38.7 is fucking crazy. I don't know where you're getting that from. I'm struggling to get into 38s, and you're like, oh yeah, let me just do that a bunch of times.
I thought you were doing 38.
I did 38.9, like 9.9, like 6 or something. And that was like, I thought that was
Porsche
like my
911
max.
1096.
It might be wind, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm that much faster.
2/10? Not at all.
Perhaps.
Either way.
I can be as fast as I want, but it depends how I drive in the race.
I guess I don't know how to do this track yet.
Okay, yeah, I might be in the lobby, yeah. 38.8 with that fucking last corner. I don't know, dude.
I am consistently hitting those 40s low. Like between 40.0 and 40.5.
Can I hold off Bud, team captain?
It might be, yeah.
Voice
It
chat?
might be.
Is McNaughty asking if there's a voice chat?
Yeah, for Harvard.
Yeah, for the streaming guys.
Nah, it might just be in the lobby.
Oh yeah.
Like, it just looks like a really fast lobby.
You say it's the biggest race. Been a while.
Fucking Bud, you're pulling a George Russell this morning on sprint.
Uh-oh.
Turn that down a little bit. If you guys haven't subbed the S7R YouTube,
Jeffrey, am I pulling a gap on you?
you're failing me.
Last lap you had about 6 flat seconds over me. Now it's down to 5.64.
Okay.
So I gained about close to 4 tenths that lap.
Holy shit, I'm on a flyer right now. Fuck yeah, 43.
Another 40.6.
Oh, they can't hear me. Check can't hear me.
Can't go any faster.
Oh shit, and blue on sector 1.
Me too.
Try and gauge that lead out as much as I can from Bud. He's a little bit scary behind my back.
Shadow.
Oh my gosh, I just had a moment.
I knew it. I knew it was too much right there.
A full send kind of lap.
Hey bud, at least when you're doing most of the races in NASCAR 25, you don't have to worry about penalties with shortcuts. At least, unless it's road courses.
Keep it together, keep it together. There you go.
39.7.
Good job.
I think if I was
Oh,
on
yeah.
a fucking wheel, I might have fucking lost that shit. Oh shit, what am I doing? Turn a little bit. Wow, that actually was
Oh,
faster.
and for you guys that don't know, if you go to a NASCAR racetrack in NASCAR 25 in the road courses, if you cut the corner, that
It
car
will.
or truck you're driving, it will dead stop you, and you stay stopped for like 5 to 6 seconds.
Middle of the track.
So let's just be grateful that they did not add that mechanism to the game.
We're talking about Gran Turismo, at least.
Yeah.
That,
Fucking A, dude. No fucking way. Fucking A, dude. This is such horse shit.
You get a penalty.
I did.
Ah!
It's always the last fucking lap. That's what happened to my last sprint, too.
Oh god, I absolutely goobered that section. What the hell? What did I lose? Half a second?
Goofy goober. That fucking annoys the shit out of me on so many levels, but
I'll take a third place.
yeah.
Honestly? Oh, Maverick left.
Yeah. When I passed him, he left.
Honestly, this is a good track for these cars. Like, if you know how to drive it. The gearing isn't very good, but
that is so aggravating.
That was fun though.
I tried pulling away for that last corner to try and get a second off of you, but I was at 850. I was like, son of a bitch, dude. But I'll take that though. Fucking for a controller.
That was fun.
I'll
Yeah,
gladly
hell
take
yeah.
Bathroom break
Okay.
before we start.
Yep.
Be right back.
I'm gonna go get in our prospective lobbies.
Yep.
Okay, so let me do the next event.
Stig, I'll be there in a few. I'm just gonna get a few laps under my belt with the GR3.
Oh. Dun, 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 dun.
I think there's a party that.
Why does it look like that? Oh, okay. Scroll down. There you go. Okay, cool. Looks better now. Create, load, endurance.
Got a penalty. Oh, fuck.
Oh, bye, Wade. Trying to fucking spy on us.
Oh my god, I'm so bad here. Oh yeah, there's.
Well, if he is, he has his work. He's got his work cut out for the sprint mode.
Isn't there downforce?
Alright, lobby is open. Put that in the chat. Come on. Alright. Let me remove it. And then I'll add it back. Browser. Okay. Paste. Okay.
Olvida todo lo que sabía sobre los juegos de guerra. El juego de acción a gran escala por
Interact.
una tormenta de
Skip. Full screen. Close. Close. I don't know why the stream is doing that. Not a fan. Not a fan. And then, yeah, this stream is... Let me turn off this music. Race, menu BGM. I don't know what's going on with his stream. It's not loading right. Huh.
welcome everybody to the S7R Toyota GR Cup. I'm your host, Tati, aka E Dirty Tati, and I'm joined once again by Hovercraft. What's up, Hover?
What's up, Toddy? I'm doing good this evening. I hope all of our viewers are too. And yep, we're back with the Toyota Cup tonight.
Yeah, super exciting. It's been a couple of weeks since the last round. Looking forward to this one. We're at a great track. I love Deep Forest. I don't know if that's one of your favorites, but I mean, Deep Forest for me can do no wrong, ever.
It was classic racetrack for the GT community. I think it appeared first in GT1 or 2. I forget. I wasn't around when those games came out, but
GT1. It's definitely OG.
Yep, it's a very classic racetrack, and it was remade, and it went into the launch tracks for GT7. So hopefully, we're going to be looking at a very good race tonight.
I think we will. Two races. We have one in reverse, with the track in reverse rather, and one going forward. So I think this track presents unique challenges either way. And I think people are pretty familiar with it. So it should breed for like really good racing because people like kind of know what they're doing around here. Taking a look at the schedule, you can see where we are in the championship. We're nearing the end, y'all. This is round 9 of 12. Just 3 more rounds after this to determine the championships. And we still have some that are, definitely up in the air. Nobody has clinched. I'm not sure that anybody is close to clinching just yet here. Hover, do you mind reading out the series rules? Kind of an overview here.
Well, of course, I'm just going to go over this very lightly because we'll see the individual race rules pretty soon. But as you guys know, this Toyota Cup has featured a different variety of cars. Tonight we will see the GR Corolla and then the Group 3s in the feature race. In the first round, we'll see normal qualifying, but in the second round, we'll see a reverse grid from 1 to 7, or positions 1 to 7. And then some of the settings are very normal. Light damage, slipstream is to normal. We will see different tire wear and fuel wear usages between the two races, though.
Yes, should be fun to see how both races go on the same track, just backwards and forwards, different rules. Driver lineups tonight. We are concerned only with the pro drivers in this stream. We've got Rider 15, Wid C, R.A. Shred, A. Dezob, Jeffrey GT97, S7R's Ando, The Truth Serum, and Rusty Maggots, Corridor 71, S. Laidler, S7R's Stig Xander, NVR Hot Air, MMR Moose, MMR Oak, and GIKP Wilcox are our pro drivers. I'll go ahead and read out the standings as well. I'll try to save my co-host voice here. After round 8, our standings are as follows. You got Wid up top with 356 points. Shred is behind him with 318 points in second place. Ryder's in third, aka Yagami, by the way, that's Ryder, with 299 points. In fourth, we have Rusty Maggots with 286 points. The Truth Serum takes fifth with 262 points. AMS Super S2K, the newcomer that has been climbing up the ranks, has made his way up to 6th with 236 points. Ando sits in 7th place with 234 points. Jeffrey GT97 is in 8th with 234 points. In 9th, we're looking at NVR Hot Air with 227 points. 10th place, you got Stig Xander with 214 points. Corridor is in 11th with 188 points. We got Alicos in 12th with 147 points. Asriel 222 in 13th with 89 points. In 14th, S7R Higher with 78 points. In 15th, MMR's Moose sits with 65 points. Jorge Sr. of PHG is in 16th with 62 points. Oak is in 17th with 60 points. Dezob is in 18th with 50 points. In 19th, we've got GIKP Wilcox with 45 points. In 20th, S. Laidler with 31 points. In 21st, Rhyme Spree 39 with 26 points. And in 22nd is S7R Greasy.
I think top 10 for now on, maybe. That's just a lot.
Let me take care of the team lineups for us, Hover.
Of course, as you see here, we have first off the first three S7R teams, and those Arsenal, Truce Demons, and then Xander Zone, and of course the first FFR team, Black. We'll see the points a little bit later. And then of course the second FFR team, Team Orange, Chicane Bang, which of course is the combination between RWB and TT.
Let's also say thank you to our sponsors, Trails and Custom Construction. They can hook you up with any with help with any custom construction project you might have, whether it's just a deck or whole home. They got you covered, and you can check out all of these races after they've gone live on Sector 7 Racing's YouTube channel.
Please sub. Please sub. We need
I
them.
didn't mean to keep cutting you off. We're gonna get smoother at that, you know. We're gonna figure that out. Now that we're 9 races into the season, you think we do better than this? But anyway, you know, I don't know why it didn't hit me, but I just did commentary on races at Deep Forest just yesterday with NRL. We did Deep Forest and reverse there as well. So more fun.
Oh, really?
Here. Yes. Yes.
Oh, could you go a little bit deeper into what NRL is for the viewers that don't know?
Why wouldn't anybody know? It's literally the most famous racing league in all of sim racing history. I'm so confused. NRL stands for the Naughty Racing League. It is started and run by our very own McNaughty, who is producing this show as well. And if you come to this channel here next Friday night, starting at, I believe, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and also Saturday at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, you will see some of the absolute best racing in this game that you have ever seen. And so I encourage you to check that out. You can find more information at mcnaughty.gg.
Yep, for anyone following the series, you will definitely recognize some of the names. Obviously, you know, for example, Wid and Jeffrey are both competing in both series, so, you know, there's plenty of long-time standing drivers to root for in both series. So I think it's definitely worth anyone's interest to go out and support McNally's own series.
That's right. That's right. All right. We've given some love to NRL. It's time to give that love right back to the GR Cup. Let's see. Let's get on track, actually, so we can take a look at the cars and their liveries. Everyone's in the same car, so the only thing you can really do is have a different livery. I feel like people don't talk about liveries enough.
I think you're right, especially considering, you know, deliveries give you at least a second per lap. Well, that's what the rumors say.
Exactly. The best livery in the field is always the fastest car. Everyone knows that, and so, you know, drivers work really, really hard to get their livery just right. Or, you know, a lot of times you have one person on the team that does deliveries for everyone. I lean on that person. I can't make a livery to save my life.
Me neither.
I made one cool one time. It was for World Cup, actually. No, it wasn't for World Cup, but it was the GT Champion Series. I remember it was for the BMW M6.
Yeah. Okay. I'm starting from the back.
We're on track right now, just getting some practice laps in that S7R GR Corolla. About time that guy became an official member of the team. We love Wid. He's pretty quick, and he is dominating the championship right now, but obviously has been in danger for the last few races from that AMS Super S2K guy. Hover, is it mathematically possible for Super S2K to take the championship?
I have no idea, Toddy, but for the viewers, I'm going to say
going
it
on?
is so we can build up some tension.
Yes, guys, that's right. It is 100% possible. Don't go look it up. It doesn't matter. And he's on the hunt.
It is a bit difficult to say because the drop rounds have to be calculated in. I want to say it's.
What are we waiting
possible,
for?
but it's going to be very
I'm ready to go.
and we'll have to have one or two.
Come on, McNaughty. Can you give me the green light, please?
That's right. I don't think he's going to be able to do it if Wid is, you know, as good as he has been. It would have to be a couple of bad rounds. But, man, talk about coming out of nowhere this driver. I can't remember which round he first joined in, but I think were we at or past
Nerb.
the halfway mark of the season or something like that. He's already made his way to 6th place in the championship. It's kind of crazy.
Absolutely, he's been a very much unexpected surprise for everyone here, but it's been very fun watching his journey going into the second half of the season. And yeah, he definitely puts Wid on his edge. So you know, even if he doesn't win the championship, I say they have a very good rivalry, and obviously they respect one another.
Yeah. So far they've been really great together in racing. No incidents, no issues like that. Love to see it. The guy we were just looking at there, Shred, who just in the pits. Actually, I think we got reset, meaning Quali's about to start. But Shred sits in 2nd place in the championship, and he's been kind of up and down, but obviously fair enough and consistent enough that he does sit not too far behind Wid in the championship standings.
How did Yagami get out of the pit so damn
One
fast?
to watch for the overall win. Definitely can't count him out.
Absolutely, he's as he said, he's had one or two rounds that may have not been executed as well as he had hoped. But yeah, I mean, he's still in this championship. He's as he said, he's the closest to Wid so far. And yeah, he's definitely for Wid at least. He definitely needs to make sure he keeps his consistency up. He can't let 1 or 2 rounds kind of just go to the wayside because he doesn't feel like it.
Agreed. Yeah, no, he's got no breathing room. It says right there.
Absolutely, yeah. Wid has to stay on his toes and make sure that, he doesn't have to win necessarily, I think, every race to beat Shred, but he does need to, not finish last or anything like that, right? He needs to keep himself honest.
Yep, that's right. We got a little bit of lag in the lobby here, which might affect racing. I mean, these are street cars. We're expecting to be able to go door to door and touch mirrors and touch bumpers, but if everyone's kind of moving around, it does make it a little bit hard to trust where the car is next to you. I think that's going to affect the racing for sure, unless it's just us here. But I doubt it's just us. We've got to do more with the servers or the host.
Yeah, there's been a few odd things happening this past weekend. Not only has this seems to be a problem, though I think it will sell itself out relatively soon. But our leagues like NRL and IRO had some weird things going on with their lobbies, so I don't know what's happening with the GT7 servers, but it could be the release of Battlefield 6. That game has like 2 million players right now, so maybe the servers are affecting GT7, but yeah, hopefully everything will settle out right by the end of the race, so yeah.
Could be. Hopefully, yeah, it does settle up. And you're right, it has been all weekend long with the server issues. I haven't played any other online games, so I don't know if anyone else has been experiencing issues, but it does feel good to blame Battlefield 6, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's just do it. I see a lot of cards here, sort of bunched up. I would think they'd be a little bit closer to one another, but everyone just trying to get what slipstream they can on the 2 very long straights on this track. And these cars, dirty air doesn't really bother them much, so it definitely behooves you to get in that slipstream and just remember to brake early at the corner at the end of the stream. But unfortunately, the person at the front of the line won't get any sort of boost to their lap time. Any predictions for I don't know, let's say the top three times?
Top 3 times, I think we'll see Wade, Super, and Ryagami take up the first 3 spots. I think more interesting is during the race, I think these cars notoriously have some very strange braking applications, especially with the rear end wanting to brake loose with these board softs. So I think, especially going into turn 1 during the race, we may see 1 or 2 accidental crashes just because someone brakes a little bit too hard. As I say that, Super S2K is doing everything he can to get into that slipstream onto the straight. It's worth at least 2-3 tenths on a fast lap alone.
It is, and you need every tenth that you can get when you have like Wid, Ryder, and Shred also like on their P's and Q's. We're with Ryder right now. That is AMS Super S2K behind him, who right now has the fastest lap, the 139 flat for him. Ryder, of course, is sitting in 4th place. That is the Stig having a moment in 10th place there in the wall. I think I just saw him in the wall. He's not disconnected or anything like that. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, he's starting over. Must have touched the wall. That was bad. He went straight. It's not where you want to be. Ooh, nice 4-wheel drift for both drivers, both Ryder and S2K right there through the S's. Man, that is such a fun section to get right in a street car. I can't say that I could have made that as pretty as they just did.
Absolutely. As we see that Wood gets a 1-second penalty behind Rusty, so he goes back into the pits and he's gonna go to try again. I think Rusty also abandoned his hot lap as well.
Got it. Yeah, I did see Rusty in there right now. Shred sits a little over half a second slower than Super S2K in 3rd place. I think there's a lot of wiggle room there for somebody to come in and put him further down the order. So obviously he's going to want to go flying on this lap that he's just started here. In fact, why don't we maybe bumper cam this lap coming to that hairpin here, which is so different going backwards than forwards, because I don't know, it's uphill, so the braking and turning for it is way easier than the other way around, I find.
No, you're right, especially kind of, going the other way around, you are just constantly going for these medium to high speed corners, so getting immediately interrupted with a slow speed catches out some people. But this car does make, as much as it's an easier corner in theory, this car doesn't make it anywhere near easy due to how rough those brakes are. So, yeah, the rear end just wants to enter the corner first compared to the front.
Right. That's a higher place. Who's just gone wide in that corner there. Maybe was just letting him through, saying, "Hey, I'm not on a fast lap. You go ahead." Clearly, Shred is on a tear here. We're watching him come through the final corners of the lap, a very technical section to end the lap here, and then this last corner, gonna apex that late and get on that gas as soon as possible. This is an all-wheel drive car, so you are able to get on the gas a little bit quicker than you might in a rear-wheel drive car, but then you got to be careful of the understeer, and he does not improve his time with that lap. It's not too far off his fastest, but no improvement, unfortunately. I'm surprised that no one has slotted in between. Like, there are 4/10 between Super S2K and Wid. Like, where are Ryder, where is Shred, even Rusty would probably get in there. I'm surprised that Wid hasn't picked it up, but he's about halfway through a lap here. Just slam into the wall, so that probably won't be faster.
Yeah, probably not very conducive to fast lap times, but as I see that 5th to 9th is all within 2/10 of one another, so that little mid-pack, the midfield is very competitive to one another.
Nice.
As I say that, I think, no Stig. Well, Stig is getting a little bit closer, only 2/10 away from 9th.
Yep.
But yeah, that midfield is very competitive.
Well, that's going to be exciting to watch. This is one of those tracks where if you have similar times, you tend to have close racing the entire time, unless you have some big incident. Not that that's not possible here. Definitely is. That hairpin can catch you out. Those S's can catch you out. Either set of S's on the track here can catch you, but 8.5 minutes in, we still have drivers going even faster. Super S2K just set the bar even further up with a 138.663 now. Truth Serum improving his time as well. So these guys are not done. We might see some more folks jump into the pit to see if maybe they can catch an out lap and a hot lap. Though I think it might be too late. Yeah, it's too late. Super S2K is in for the session. Happy with his time. He's got half a second on Wid. Where is Wid? Is it the last one? as well, who is on the back straight, so Wid will cross the line first.
He may have one more lap, depending on if he gets to that line before the 10-minute mark. It's going to be close, but I think he can do that.
Yeah, yeah. Truth goes faster again, but still in 7th place. Right behind Rusty Maggot. So you're right, it's hard for these drivers to get out of that mid-pack. They're all really close to one another. I think it's like kind of easy to get the maximum out of this car. So it's hard to make huge jumps and strides in time if you know the car, which by this point, we've had several rounds of driving this car. These drivers should know this car and what it can do. Wid has crossed the line, but no improvement in his time. Shred is about to cross now and will not get another lap. There's the checker. No improvement for Shred, but Wid does have another chance to go around. And if those tires aren't too overheated, we could...
Oh, baby!
Behind him, looks like Ryder's done, Hot Air's done. I think everyone else is gonna be done. Here's Rusty with a half-second penalty. He seems to be going quick, but that half-second penalty means
Nice. Hell yeah.
be an improvement.
I'm happy.
Jeffrey's done, higher places in the pits. The Stig is on a flyer here. Here he comes on the last corner. Let's see where he ends up. Nice and neat through there. Good apex. This exit is absolutely crucial in this car. What are you gonna give us, Stig? He jumps up to 5th place from 10. Whoa, with the last minute upset for Stig, knocking everyone else down. Corridor is
cool.
Done. So let's check with Wid here, because he should, yep, he's in the final corner now. What's he gonna do? His best time so far hasn't been enough. It's not even a 138. And he is gonna drop a 138 this time. He gets, no, he doesn't actually, sorry, it's a 139.1. So he does get closer, but not close enough. It barely moves the needle, actually. So Wid will sit in 2nd place behind AMS Super S2K. We'll take a look at the full classified qualifying results in just one moment here when this timer runs out. Man, way to go, Stig. That was awesome. So, we got AMS Super S2K in 1st place with a 138.6, the only driver to hit the 138s, and he got way in there. S7R Wid will be in 2nd place with a 139.1. Shred's in 3rd with a 139.3. Ryder in 4th with a 139.4. Coming in 5th place is the Stig with that last minute 139.8. Just hooked it up. At 139.9, you've got NVR's Hot Air in 6th place. In 7th, we're looking at Rusty Maggots with a 139.9, and then the Truth Serum in 8th with a 139.9 as well. Very close between those two. Jeffrey sits in 9th place with a 139.9, a higher place with a 140 flat, and then Corridor is in 11th with a 140.3. Now, who did you say are the absolute closest? What's that, 5th through 9th, was it?
Yeah, 5th or 9th is like, I think
It's actually 50/10.
Yeah, it's within 2 tenths. They all qualified within 2 tenths. So
they did.
This battle for the best of the rest, if you want to call it that, is going to be really intense in the sprint race, and hopefully that transfers over to the feature race later on.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, Stig's not too far behind Ryder in pace, though. I think we're going to see those top 4 maybe run away with it just a little bit. I am very interested in the battle at the top, but we'll wait till the race starts. Hey, that Camaro is familiar. I've seen that car before. You guys can't see it. We're on the host screen. My bad. My bad. However, predictions for this race, I think we've already talked about them, but I mean, we're not expecting any weather that I can think of. This is just the sprint race, so this should be like superlative, right? I'm expecting bumper to bumper action, lots of positional changes. There are so many fun places to pass on this track, and so many fun places that you should not pass that people are going to do.
Oh no, Yagami had a tough start.
No, you're right. I think we're gonna see a mad dash to whoever gets into that first hairpin first. And then after that, that mid-pack is gonna get very dangerous. As I see that we're about to start this race, actually.
Yes, we are. Let me make sure that we can see all of this. And they are off. Good start there. Witt's car jumped.
I can't have nowhere to go.
That doesn't seem possible in actuality. Everyone with about the same start there. Got some jockey for position as we head towards that first hairpin. The first kink coming towards the hairpin.
Oh no!
This is going to make or break some drivers, of course.
Rusty, what'd you do?
Slipstream first thing in the race, and
this isn't like you, man.
You mess up. Ooh, Shred, just very, very wide out there, but I don't think he hit anything. I don't think there's anything wrong with his car. I think it's fine. Maybe lag made it look worse than it did, but everyone's still nice and bunched up. Everyone is still in the pack, though Shred sits in 4th place, and he's got to escape this mob of Toyotas behind him. It looks like he's being chased. Down into the 3rd turn. I guess that would be 4th turn, turn 4. We don't have corner names or anything out here. So far, so good for most people. Rusty Maggots down to 11th place, though. Something happened to him in the start that brought him down below corridor, but no damage on his car that I can see. Coming back up front, we got Witt in the lead. What happened to Super S2K? He's now in 3rd place. Did you see what happened?
I think he got loose in the corner right after going up the hill, and just allowed Witt to
Yikes!
really...
What's going on? This race is insane!
The second effective corner, I said, he went super near on the corner and completely...
Come on, guys! We're better than this.
Shred a little bit. Able to get away with it.
Alright.
Rusty, not so much.
Yeah, I think Rusty kind of just...
You want to start this race, and it looks like our top 4 are already starting to build a bit of a gap over Truth in 5th place, and Truth himself has a big gap over Jeffrey, but look just behind, higher place, and Ryder getting into it. Yagami down in 9th place, down there with Rusty. They've both got a lot of climbing to do through the order, and only 13 laps to do it in, 13 or 14, I should say. Man, we've already got some action and a lot of positional changes here, and a lot of what's the word I'm looking for?
Chaos.
Chaos. Yeah, chaos wasn't quite the word, but yeah, close enough. I'll take it. Rusty's back up.
Air takes the lead, going into the second corner of the racetrack. They actually, Super S2K, Shred and Witt actually went 3 wide right before. Super S2K goes sideways. I think he got hit back into the right direction, but he loses a position to Shred. He doesn't see the front, and I think that Shred close behind the 4th. He has a chance of getting a podium spot right here.
I saw that. He was very, very loose into that one corner in the edge. I think that's the way he takes them. He kind of drifts around them and just got the angle wrong there. Maybe caught a little bit of the curve, but big changes up front. Like you said, hot air in front of everyone by 1.7 seconds. Shred in 2nd place now. Super S2K in 3rd, and Witt in 4th. The Truth Serum just kind of watching all of this chaos happen ahead of him, and now the mid-pack is right back up front with them, because here's also Jeffrey and the Stig in 7th place. Even higher place, so we've seen slam into the wall. Oh, well, he's got a penalty now. He's gonna have to serve that on this back straight, not where you want to serve a penalty, obviously, but he should be able to tuck into Rusty's slipstream and get some help, but yeah, even those guys, I was gonna say, are starting to catch up to these front runners again because of what's been happening.
Absolutely. And while Shred, Super, and Wid fight for the few podium spots that there is, Javier is he's building his gap, not necessarily out of pure pace, but because the people behind him are just trying to kill one another.
I see that, yeah. Whoa. Yeah, well, we love to see it. Like I said, we wanted to see some action. It's a short race, 15 laps around here goes by really, really quickly, and these guys know it. They don't want to lose out on the race. There are precious points at play, and we're nearing the end of the season. So, everything, you got to get as many points as you can. This Super S2K guy has been a bother. He knows he has to have good races. He can't afford to have bad ones, but neither can Shred or Wid right now. So Shred just hoping to get away from what's happening behind him, and Wid obviously hoping to get in the mix and maybe make his way back up to number 1.
Absolutely. Just a quick update on the grid order. Jeffrey was able to get past Truth for 5th position. As I say that, Truth goes for a knock on Jeffrey. No contact, but Jeffrey was on the outside and gets a better exit going onto the straight, but Truth did bob him off his line, so he may be able to retaliate going into the second corner. Further back, I want to correct my mistake. Rusty actually hit Ryder into the wall on the first lap in the second corner, so that's the reason why Ryder went down, but he also had an accident as well.
Got it. Thanks for the update on that. And yeah, definitely got this 3-way battle for 5th going, along with that 3-way battle for 2nd. Wid in 4th place, starting to lose touch maybe with S2K. Nah, I wouldn't say lose touch. He's still right there. So 2 3-way battles in a row, and then behind them, you got Ryder, who's obviously, probably rather, seeing red and definitely trying to get up in the mix himself, which will only add to the fire, of course. Then you got Rusty and a higher place who have been going back and forth themselves. A higher place not having a very consistent start, but I do hope that he's able to settle in soon. Could see some positions. I think he's got pace.
Does, but this is a little bit of insider information. He recently got new wheels, so this is one of his first actual races. Getting used to the new equipment, so he does have to do a little bit of adapting, so his full pace isn't right there, but hopefully by the end of tonight he'll have all of it back.
That's right. We're looking at Shred under attack by Super S2K, who's looking for the undercut on him on the hairpin there. He does get a good exit and is going to get ahead of Shred before the tunnel. That was a fantastic move right there. Shred, unfortunately, with a bit of a narrow line, I guess, trying to defend, but S2K goaded him and baited him really well there to take the position away. So Shred in 3rd place and now possibly under attack by Wid. Super S2K, of course, is going to try to get up on Hot Air, who hasn't been able to really run away with it, even with the fighting happening behind him. That gap that he once had was 1.7 seconds the last time I really looked at it. It's down to less than half a second now, as Super S2K looks to make short work of him as well. Ooh, Hot Air wide into that corner. Unfortunately for him, he's going to lose the position. Shred gets a 1 second penalty behind, but he's going to take him out of this fight for a little bit for sure. But Hot Air not able to hold his line, and that gave the top position to Super S2K very, very easily. Here's Shred still being aggressive. Wid just, probably like praying, please get out of the way, somebody. I don't want this Super S2K guy to run away, which he will do if he can't get past Hot Air and Shred ahead of him. Shred obviously will have to take that penalty, but until he does, he is a solid car, unghosted, and Wid probably wants him out from in front of him right now.
Yeah, absolutely. The second Shred moves to the side to take that penalty. As I say that, Super S2K also gets a penalty. So Javier might take the lead.
He might take the lead right back, and Wid's going to be in 2nd place right behind him there. Let's see. This is S2K getting passed by Hot Air. Here's Wid coming by him as well. He just got the overspeed. S2K is going to have to settle in behind him. So Wid with with a real chance here to get back up front. He sees it. Is he going to be aggressive right here in this corner? Yes, he is. He's going to make a move on Hot Air. It's not going to be able to stick Hot Air, just carrying just enough speed to stay past him. And Wid now under attack by AMS S2K, Super S2K there, because he had to back out of that corner. And the last thing he wants is to lose this. Super S2K gets that nose in there. Once again, just sliding his car into these corners, into the S, isn't able to get his nose to the inside, to the apex before these other drivers, but he's unable to carry the speed through the corner, and Wid is able to maintain his position. Holy man. Well, S2K has shown his hand there. Wid is now going to be covering the inside tighter than anything I could imagine. You know, you can't let him get his nose in there. He's going to easily nudge you out of the way. What's happening behind these three?
There's a major fight in the mid-pack. Shred with the penalty actually got caught up into this mid-pack battle. So fourth all the way down to eighth is a close bumper-to-bumper race. Jeffrey leading it all, but Truth was actually well behind, close behind him, just didn't have the piece to really make a move. So hopefully Shred now being tussled here into this little mid-pack battle. As I say that, Shred is going onto the inside of Jeffrey, but doesn't get any sort of traction going out of it. Jeffrey's still in the lead, but Shred is keeping his nose in, and hopefully he can scare Jeffrey to the outside for the second corner.
Maybe he can. Nope. Unfortunately, he's not going to have the overspeed. He's got to get behind him. That's going to give Jeffrey the chance to go defensive if he wants to win it. Well, I can't tell if he is. I would have defended there. He seems to trust that Shred won't make a move, and sure enough, he doesn't. Now behind him, Ryder makes a move
Going
on
up to
Stig.
Going up to first place. Wid was able to make a move down the inside of the second corner, so Javier is now being stuck in second with a hungry Super S2K. As I say that, Super S2K had his rear slide out on him. It was a very simple move to the dive to the inside, but Javier also got himself pushed out almost into the wall.
We do have a replay of it here. Ooh, Hot Air. Ooh, yep. That's a wall right there. Careful there. Wid, of course, just taking advantage. I don't think he caused it, and then yeah, he gets the position, and Super S2K is not able to get the position. Man, Hot Air really making himself a nuisance up front. I love it. Meanwhile, Wid building a little bit of a gap. If he can just keep those tires up under him and keep calm, he should be able to run away with it. For if Hot Air is able to keep S2K behind him for a while. S2K going for that same sort of wide move. Hot Air covers it though. He's not going to be able to get the undercut on him like he did with Shred. And once again, he sits behind the NBR driver. Oh, is that a penalty for Wid? Wid has a half-second penalty. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see where he got that. He must have cut the hairpin somehow, so he's going to serve that on the next lap. Now he really wants to get out of here and not get caught up, but I think even with a half-second, as close as they are, he's going to lose the position to either one of these two drivers behind him. Super S2K gets around Hot Air there, just saw it happen in the background of your screen, so he probably got the pace to get up close to Wid and ensure that that position is lost when the penalty comes around. Super S2K once again sliding that Corolla around there, just heating them tires up. Look at that smoke coming off of his right-hand side tires. That can't be sustainable, can it?
Well, with our settings, probably a little bit, but in real world, definitely not.
Jimmy Bean says more live racing. Tight is right. Yes, it is. Tight is right. Wid is getting close to having to serve that penalty. Super S2K sits less than a second behind him, and so I do believe we're going to see a pass for position here because that penalty is served at the start of a very crucial straight, unfortunately, and so this position will be gifted. No, well, as I say that, I thought maybe Super S2K stepped out of line, but no penalty on his car for him, and yes, he will take first place now, and Wid will tuck in behind neatly. Hot Air sits in third place. Shred has made his way up to fourth to catch back up and hopefully get back into podium contention. But he brings an entire party of cars right behind him. There's Jeffrey, there's Truth, there's Ryder, and there is the Stig. All of them right there ready to take that third place away as well. No pressure, Hot Air. No pressure at all.
Yes, finally Shred was able to get ahead of Jeffrey at the hairpin on this final lap, or this current lap. Jeffrey went a little bit wide on the exit, allowing Shred to go onto the inside and using his traction to get a better overspeed, allowing him to finally have a clean shot of going back onto the podium, but he still has one car ahead of him for him to take that result.
Yeah, wow, Wit got a very good exit out of the last corner there on Super S2K. I wonder if in the slip, he'll be able to make something happen by the time to get to that hairpin. He is closing in. What will Super S2K do? Is he going to go defensive or what? I think Wit might have just caught him in a bad place there at pink. It's not going to give him much of a chance. He will break in line in order behind Super S2K there. Not try to make anything happen, not try to force the issue just yet. Lap 10 to 15 though, we're running out of time.
Yep, these final closing laps, you'll see a lot more desperate overtake attempts and a lot more aggressive defending. Obviously, with this being the last fourth of the season, everyone really wants to get those final points and make sure they don't have to use a drop out where necessary. As I say that, Shred goes down the inside of the second corner, letting Javier take that outside line with less grip and finalizes that position.
Well done for Shred to get back up into podium position after losing a couple of spots when he had to take a very long penalty. I think it was an entire second that he had several laps to go. So now he's back into third place here and trying to see if he can get a look at Wid or even Super S2K up front. Or will he just be stuck in a battle with Hot Air, who's been holding his own this entire race, lagging like crazy right now, though. Had to be scary to try to make a pass on him for Shred. Glad that nothing happened there. The Truth has been sitting in fifth for pretty much the entire race here. I think he was in seventh at one point, so I think he's come back up here. But Ryder Yagami is the story. He was just kind of been stuck in this slipstream train the entire race. Once he caught up to it, rather, he's just been stuck there after falling in lap one. He's running out of time to catch anything, and he sits third in the championship. He wants to get more points than this for sure. There he goes, one position gained right there in the hairpin as we say that over Jeffrey, who's falling down the order to seventh place now. He was once leading this pack.
Absolutely, Jeffrey is continuing to struggle in that hairpin. Once again, goes wide on entry and as a result on exit. Is trying to fight back with Ryder. Is able to get that inside light contact. Ryder doesn't go into the wall, but loses another position to Stig.
Two positions right there. Ryder probably not happy with what's happening here. Back and forth, literally one step forward and two steps back for him. We just saw him gain sixth, and now he's in eighth place. Just checking behind him real quick. We got Rusty Maggot sitting in ninth. Doesn't seem to be able to advance. He's got 6.9 seconds to those cars ahead. He is ahead of a higher place, and Corridor has been in last place the entire race here. Coming back up front, the Super S2K versus Win.
That was a hell of an. I had to avoid that, but he had it tucked in there, so I kind of had to let him do it. That was a really good fucking move there, Yagami. Really good. I'm not gonna hold that against you. That was a really good. I think. Jeffrey, come on, man. That was a really messed up dive on the inside there earlier, and I hope Yagami puts in a ticket on you for that.
Is able to make one position on Stig, taking it over before the hairpin. Hopefully Ryder is able to get at least one more, maybe on Jeffrey, maybe two more if he gets with Truth. But with these final burning laps, I think
Ah, my tires are too hot.
Gaps opening up, and I think we're going to really see these positions finalize themselves out.
Yeah, yeah. We've seen some phenomenal driving of this car today. Like I said, we've seen it for several rounds, and drivers kind of know what it can do. And I have learned some things about what it can do as well in this race. Do you drive this car very much at all?
Nope. Glad I'm not.
No. Why are you glad? I think it looks like it handles pretty well.
You feel these drivers, especially going into the second hairpin, the quick left-hander, they can't even go full throttle. They have to lift and just slide the car correctly to get into the hairpin. So these drivers have to handle a lot of the rotation off throttle, and it can get a little bit dicey considering these sports softs are not the grippiest tires. Known to man. So one little bad weight transfer, and you're now you're going to the corner first.
Well, I like the challenge, and it seems like they're having a great
What
time.
in the world is going on with you, Yagami?
They will, of course, park the cars after this race. These cars will go onto the trailer, and the GR3s will be brought out into the paddock and warmed up and made ready for racing here, while the track is reset for counterclockwise racing rather. It's the counterclockwise track normally.
Yep, as I see that Ryder in 7th gets the slipstream in from Jeffrey, goes to the inside of the second corner of the track and is able to get that position, but parked it a bit too much on the apex, so Jeffrey is able to do the switcheroo on exit.
Man, it looked like he hit the wall there, but I don't see any damage on the car. It did look like he clobbered the wall pretty good, but maybe just barely missed that thing. But yeah, Ryder unable to increase his position here. Every time he tries, somebody comes right back on him. This mid-pack, like you said, it was pretty fierce. In qualifying, it kept going back and forth. Drivers kept improving their time and changing, and it's been no different in the actual race, even as we come to the closing laps here. Up front, we don't see any change. Hasn't been in a little bit. If anything, Wid is a little bit further back from Super S2K, and Shred is a little bit closer to Wid, so we may see a battle for second place coming up soon here if Wid doesn't figure out pacing. Let's see, Shred's last lap was his best, a 39.004 for Shred there, which bests his last one by almost 4/10. And then Wid's current best is a 139.3. So Shred picking up some time, maybe in the slip, maybe in places like this, but it's certainly helping him catch up with Wid in front. I think they're gonna have to get into it. I know Shred wants that position. I know he does.
Absolutely, but as he pointed out, Shred does have a better fastest lap over Wid, so he definitely has the pace to do it. But Wid is not going to make this move any easy, and we have only a lap and a half to see Shred do anything to try to take second.
Absolutely. Well, we're coming to the second to lap, or the last lap soon after this.
Shit. Yagami, I'm not as friendly as Jeffrey.
Of that sports soft tire that they can, making it work. Ooh, I think, is that a penalty back there? Yes, that's hot air with a half-second penalty. He's got some breathing room, to the truth behind him. It's 1.2 seconds, but it's going to be close when he does serve that penalty as to whether or not he loses that position to truth.
As we see that Ryder is now back behind Jeffrey again in the slipstream, pulls out onto the inside of the main straight, is now going alongside. He has a chance going into this hairpin.
He does. He's going to have the inside for the hairpin. Obviously, Jeffrey's going to stay with him. Maybe look for the over-under. Yeah, he's already starting to position that car way off to the outside, while Ryder is going to have a very, very narrow entry into the corner here. He's going to have to park it on the apex. There's Jeffrey looking for the over-under. He's not able to get it. And so Ryder maintains that position for more than 2 corners for the first time in a while that we have seen. Though Jeffrey is right there and probably will challenge in the next corner, coming right up here. And sure enough, he's starting to make his move. We're gonna go chase cam for this one. He's got the inside. Ryder should have defended. We've seen this already between the two. Jeffrey does not leave him very much room there, and once again takes it back in the same corner we saw him do it in 2 laps ago. Ryder just not doing what he needs to do to hang on to that position. And these are the last few turns. There's only one more real passing opportunity. That is going to be the very last turn. While we say that, I do want to go up front and, of course, give AMS Super S2K his flowers as he completely overdrifts the last turn, but he will maintain the position for the win. Win defends against Shredder, successfully defends rather, and takes second place while Shred is in fourth. Hot Air, even with the penalty, will hang on to fourth place. The Truth will take fifth, and Jeffrey hangs on to sixth, ahead of Ryder, rather, who takes seventh. There's Stig in eighth. Rusty Maggots will be in ninth place behind Rusty. That's higher place in the background coming up, and Corridor will cross the line shortly as well. What a beautiful rebuild and remake of this track, by the way. This is stunning Gran Turismo, and it makes for great racing as we just experienced.
Absolutely. It was a very, very intense sprint race, and kudos to all the drivers handling this car around this track when you have so many cars around you. Very well done to everyone, and it was great for us to watch.
Yep, it sure was. So we're looking at our finishing order here. We've got AMS Super S2K with the race win here. Wid coming in behind in second place, and Shred in third. Hot Air for a fourth place finish. Well done in that race by Hot Air. The Truth Serum will take fifth place. In sixth, we've got Jeffrey Ryder, aka Yagami, in seventh. The Stig in eighth place. In ninth place, we saw S7R's Rusty Maggot. A higher place will take 10th, and Corridor will take the 11th place in the race. That was excellent, excellent stuff. I can't wait for the feature race now. GR3s.
Yep, GR3s are up next, just in the other rotation, or the other way of going it. You get the idea. It's gonna be counterclockwise. There we go. Yeah, it is very hard. We are gonna come back very quickly. We just have to handle some of these network issues. But in the meantime, Toddy, what was your overall thoughts? Did you notice anything interesting? Did you know anything odd during the sprint race?
Well, I mean, I learned that you can slide the heck out of a car on sports softs for 15 laps and not really miss a beat, not overheat those tires. Because the way Super S2K was driving that thing, I really thought
That was
that
crazy.
the
That was a
tires would
crazy
eventually
race.
overheat, and that would give Wid an opportunity, because Wid was not Wid was drifting it into like the S's there a little bit, but not with as much reckless abandon as Super S2K was. But it never seemed to happen. His tires never really fell off as far as tire wear goes, and they didn't seem to overheat on him either.
You're right. And that's partially due to the very low tire multiplier, right? Maybe if it was a little bit higher, it wouldn't really, that type of driving style wouldn't have been able to really work.
Right.
But, Super S2K did probably his own testing and figured out that's definitely the fastest way to, drive the car for those 15 laps. And yeah, he did a very good job executing it. And, while he had some penalties and a little bit of a bad start, he was able to capitalize on a win.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. Jimmy Beans has given us a tongue twister in the chat. I don't think I'm going to try to say that, Jimmy. That seems very, very difficult, and I don't want it on the internet for anyone to see. While we wait on
commentators.
Right, not poets.
Not English. Yeah, not English professors.
rappers. Maybe if I was Eminem, I could say it. I think I'm aging myself when I make reference to Eminem. With this next race coming up, I can't remember how long it is in this moment. How many laps is the next race?
One moment. Let me
like 24
check.
laps. Okay, 24 laps. But we're in a much faster car this time around, and yeah, as we say that, the feature rules have just come up. Hubber, you want to tell the folks about this race?
Sure, let me take a look at them myself. Of course, this is the feature race for the night. Is going to be in the Group 3 machinery. All the drivers chose a Group 3 car at the beginning of the season. They were allowed to switch it after the 6th round. So, they are very well accustomed to their own car. It's going to be 24 laps around here, but going the counterclockwise direction. With our qualifying order, it's going to be the grid order of the sprint race from 7th to 8th, but just going to be in reverse. So Super S2K winning the sprint race, meaning he will start 7th, and I believe it was Ryder who finished 7th, so he should be taking pole.
Yep.
And then going through that, we are doing a rolling start. Everyone has to be on BOP, but you are allowed to tune your brake balance in aero. Everyone needs to change between two racing tire compounds. It's up to the drivers to choose what's the best strat. Tire wear and fuel usage is a little bit higher at 2x. Refuel rate will be lower to 3 liters, but everyone starts on a full tank of fuel. We will be doing this race in the evening with sunny weather. Yukon conditions are off, meaning we'll see wind, and that will affect some of the drivers, and then time multiplier at 1.
Thank you, thank you. What I'm told is that with these settings, we'll see most laps done on the soft tire and like a few on the medium, because you do have to change compounds, but it sounds like the soft tire is an excellent choice for the majority of the race. And so these drivers will be going as fast as they absolutely can.
Absolutely, I'm getting the same information. The softs seem to be very durable around here.
Yeah, which I guess isn't that surprising. I mean, you have the long straights. I am surprised that they don't get eaten up, more in the S's there. But I guess even the S's are pretty fast. To be honest with you, there's not a lot of heavy braking through them.
Just waiting for.
The S's have this really weird thing where, how do I say it? I would say it's very much a one-line kind of section of the track, right? And the more heavier turning parts are actually very slow corners. So the higher speed ones, you don't actually turn that much.
Oh wait,
You only turn
wait.
that much
Oh
with the
shit.
slower version. So that's why the
Is
tire
it
wear is, deceptively low. You'd think.
Rusty, Mindful, and then Corridor? Rusty, Mindful, Corridor. Okay, that's correct.
We're on with
That
Rusty
is
as he goes through
correct.
that section right now here. The first set of S's. This is the only part that I would say is heavy braking, kind of a slow corner. And then you got this longish sweeper here, which is pretty slow. You will lean on that front
G
left
to G.
quite a bit through there. But for the most part, they don't really chew your tires up. And then right after this left-hander, you're done with it. You are back on a straight. Give those tires a chance to cool down and not really have to do too much work before you are braking
Let me
hard
make
for the hit
sure.
again at the end of the lap. But yeah, this track is pretty easy on tires, and like you said, we have a pretty low tire use multiplier this time around.
Two little problem spots, if you want to call it that. You will see a lot of penalties being picked up at the exit of the corner going onto the back straight. If you go a little bit wide over there, getting off the curb, you will pick up a penalty. Same thing at the hairpin. If you go wide on exit
Go
off
lay
the
down, Bailey.
red and white
Yeah,
curving,
go lay
you
down.
will pick up a penalty. Very similar to the sprint race, but just in the opposite direction.
Penalty, penalty, penalty. Speaking of which, we see Jeffrey has one, and He's gonna go ahead and pit. Doesn't matter right now. We're not racing yet. These are just the warm-up laps. Drivers getting themselves used to being in faster machinery, more grip. You drive these way differently than you drive that Corolla on those sport soft tires, and drivers are gonna have to get back to trusting these machines and braking later, etc. But anyway, we're about to get started. It is a rolling start, so you see drivers are in a formation on track there, not in boxes, and so the computer will actually drive for them for a few seconds, and then they'll get moving.
Mad dash going into turn 1 right now.
That's right. I don't know who to look at. I think I'm gonna go mid-pack, chase cam, with Wid in 7th place here, or 6th place rather. Our winner, Super S2K, is 7th. And these two, actually, we'll start behind AMS. You know they want to get in front of all these cars right here. Ryder is up front on pole position. He wants to stay up there and definitely have the pace to do so, I would say.
Absolutely, but you know, as much as Shred, Wed, and Super, you know, were the podium spots of the sprint race and probably are the fastest one on the track, you know, Javier, Truth, Jeffrey, and especially Ryder, they're going to use their grid spot as much as they can. And I think the most important thing that we have to remember is that the team championship is still really close. So all these spots, while maybe doesn't matter a lot in the drivers' championship right now, it matters a ton going into the team championship.
It does. We're entering one of the most dangerous braking zones here for the drivers. The hairpin, you gotta try to make it through without anyone hitting you. And AMS S2K goes around the outside of Wid in the hairpin for a pass there. I did not see that coming. But Wid just a little bit slow on that tighter line, and that gave Super S2K the easy pass here. So 1 down. 5 more to go, I guess, and he looks like he might make a move on Shred on the inside here. Shred not only goes defensive, but he straight up doubles down the inside of the Truth there, and that doesn't work out for him, and he actually takes a hot air out a little bit, and that gives Super S2K the position anyway. It gives Wid the position as well, and Shred is still back there struggling. Oh my God, the Truth. Big spin for the Truth. We have a replay on that. If we can check that out there. Wow, Super S2K up to 3rd. Wid up to 4th behind him. We're with the Truth now. Let's see what happened. He was in 3rd place, looking good in front of Super S2K. Oh, just power oversteer. Just on the gas too soon there. It's so easy to do. Oh, he's gonna kick himself for that self-own right there, but it happens, unfortunately.
Wid is trying to make a move on Super S2K, was heavily in the slipstream, but wasn't able to do anything. I wonder if Wid has some sort of deficiency. He doesn't seem to be moving as quick as I thought he would on the straight. But Super S2K, you know, he was able to go around the outside of that hairpin on the last lap because Wid had to go slow because of Shred being parked up on the apex. As I say that, Wid is again attempting to overtake Super S2K going into the first corner. Isn't able to get alongside whatsoever despite being on a slipstream. Super S2K keeps third going to turn 1.
Wow, already attempts being made here. Can't believe these two have already made it into 3rd place there. Just the drama, obviously, of the early laps here. We've got a fight for it. 9th place, and is that someone in a Beetle? I keep forgetting the higher place chose the Beetle for their car. You just never see this thing out. I love this thing. It's a lot of fun to drive, and I actually haven't driven one probably since GT Sport, now that I think about it. But yeah, Beetle on track. The mid-pack still coming along strong. Shred not able to make his way.
Why am I shifting into 6th?
Top end, the way Wid and Super S2K have been able to do, and he's gonna want to be able to get up to the front where they are. Else he's stands to lose a lot of points in comparison to Wid, and of course Super S2K. Ooh, Hot Air with a move into the hairpin over Wid, and Shred even having a look as well. He's not going to be able to get there, but Wid keeps losing position in that hairpin, and he goes from 3rd place to 5th now behind Hot Air. Super S2K, of course, wanting to get even further up the order. Hot Air goes defensive into turn 1 behind Super S2K, which is gonna just slow himself and Wid down, of course, and give S2K a chance to get even further up the road to Jeffrey and Ryder, who hope that all this argy-bargy behind them continues as Ryder, nice, he looks good through the S there in that AMG. He looks quick through there.
Yeah, absolutely. Shred was looking down the inside, but I find it very interesting to see Super S2K so focused behind him despite having a decent gap to Hot Air. When Hot Air moved defensive going to turn 1, Super S2K actually went in front of him as well to give him a little bit of extra slip. Super S2K is keeping an eye on Win.
Yep, I saw that too. Just yeah, give this guy the enemy.
Why do I keep shifting into 6?
In between us, Jeffrey picks up a 1-second penalty. He's just served it. Luckily, in this direction, the penalty zone is in a favorable spot. You're coming up on a braking zone. It will let the car behind you close up on you on the brakes, but you have an opportunity to defend and not lose the position. Jeffrey maintains that position, but now he is firmly in the clutches of Super S2K and the AMG, who are right in his slip. And I think it's only a matter of time before he makes a move.
Wit goes again, attempts to overtake Hot Air, but he doesn't have the engine, but he does get alongside, going to turn 1, brakes a little bit later, is able to go ahead a little bit, but Hot Air was able to reclaim the corner, but Wit gets a better exit and finalizes 4 for himself.
That's right, Wit sticking to it there around the outside of turn 1, which gave him, ooh, was that a tap on the wall for Wit? Might have been, I don't know. There's no damage on the car. It might have just been a little lag spike, but whatever it was, Hot Air staying with him. It did slow him down a little bit. It had to have, because Hot Air's able to get a fender in next to him from time to time here, but Wid sticking with it, refusing to give up the position, just like we saw when he made the pass there, and he's gonna continue to fight for it, whether he's got good track position or not. He really doesn't want Super S2K to get away from him, to get too far away. Hot Air with a half-second penalty that he's gonna have to serve, I think, next lap. It's, yeah, just got it, just picked it up on the outside of that hairpin there, so he stands to lose the position to Shred, who might even take it before the penalty is even served, because of course he wants to stick with Wid as well and ride his coattails to the front, but Wid does a good job to get out of that fight and get himself in a place where he can really make a chase for that last podium position. Hot Air out of position here on track, under attack by Shred. He's gonna have the inside for turn 1. As we've seen though, there are 2 fast lines through turn 1 who are able to make it around the outside. Shred not as brave as Wid, or perhaps not as desperate. Doesn't seem